Previously on Final Fantasy XIV DawnTrail.
A visit from across the salt, if I'm not mistaken. Be warned, the alpacas will spit if you startle them. I suggest you keep your movement slow and deliberate. Okay. Let me make sure of that too. So, oh look, he's singing. He wasn't startled. It's okay. They started singing. I thought if I summon a big scary monster, they might, you know, get scared and spit on me or something. I think what we left off on is we're trying to find the reeds for the MSQ, correct? And I think I spoke to everyone here, didn't I? Yeah, I did read all this. Okay. Continuing on. The feet of reeds. Bro. Wait, so you've been reading the MSQ up here the whole time while we were doing roulettes? Okay, I see. Wuk Lamet is eager to help solve the Hano's woes. Okay. I don't know the first thing about farming, but if there's a way to save the harvest and help the Hano, then we're going to find it. I'll make Boko Jaja eat his words. Understanding the nature of the problem will be the key to solving it. We need to examine the reeds themselves, then deduce the cause of their poor condition. Erenville, will you take us to the fields where the reeds are grown? Of course, follow me. London Bridge is falling down. Oh yeah, I forgot this song. This song's so different from the rest. Look at these fields. Why, this could be painting. Oh, you thinking about painting it? Yeah, I think that would be nice. I know she wants to do her best, but she should be careful not to make promises she cannot keep. And there I thought these feats would have us battling dire fiends or similar. Agriculture is far from Thorner's problem. I don't know what you thinking. See, they irrigate the fields by diverting water from the neighboring river. It's unlikely the reeds ever dry out. Okay. You can all stand back. I'll get to the bottom of this problem in no time. Wuk Lamet is not that easy. Give me strength. Let's all scour the fields and help our bold leader identify anything unusual. It's a classic. Someone said this sounds like out of Crystal Chronicles. I was like, yes. See, I haven't played Crystal Chronicles, so I don't know about the music. As Zanu Haley described, the reeds appear wilted and unhealthy. I guess that's one game that I need to get around to playing at some point, because they remastered the Crystal Chronicle games, or I think at least one of them. Water contains no obvious containments and looks fresh and clear at a cursory glance. Oh, there's Alphino. Alphino and Alizé are right here. Erenville's right there. Oh, a water strider. A bit sluggish, though. More of the water shambles. Not amiss with the patties themselves, as far as I can tell. Chicken patties? I'll find the cause of all this any moment now. By just standing there? Any luck? Still looking. Oh, there were songs that you listened to in the theater rhythm. I see. That makes sense. To be honest, this song kind of gives me Zelda vibes. The soil in the patties is as one would expect. Rich in color, suitably moist, not dry nor flaky. Alright, where's this frog at? Lethargic frog. A small frog catches your eye. Strangely lackadaisical? I've never heard that word before. It doesn't even bother to hop even when it eventually scours away. Huh. Seen enough? I'll call everyone together. We can share our discoveries. Sounds good to me. Well, what do you think? Any obvious problems? Yeah, kind of. Agree, the waters look to be good quality, as does the mud in which the reeds have been planted. The frogs and insects are unusually tropid. This suggests the problem is affecting not only the reeds, but also the creatures which live among them. Could something invisible to the naked eye be polluting the water? We would need an alchemist to know for certain. Well, I haven't been working on any of my crafting classes as much like I need to, so don't ask me. I don't have much to add about the fields, but something else occurs to me. When you were describing how the creatures seemed lifeless, I couldn't help but be reminded of all the listless villagers. They suffered a terrible tragedy, I know. But there is another reason for their flagging spirits, I believe. Go on. The festival. This is traditionally an occasion for celebration and renewal, so without it, the Hano are struggling even more to recover. The last time I visited, the village was in the middle of the festivities. You'll never see the Hano more joyful and alive. It's an indisposable part of their culture. Its absence will only compound their woes. So I say we help them put on their festival, give them a reason to cheer in these sad times. Who knows? Maybe fixing one problem can lead us to the solution to another. Stranger things has happened. I don't know about that. I mean, it could be a good valid point, but I mean, I kind of don't know about it, but you know, strange things has happened. Right? I fail to see the relation between festivals and fields. Let's not be too hasty in dismissing the idea. Things which seemed unrelated can later prove to be connected in surprising ways, right? True. And being bereft of ideas as we are, any proposal is worth entertaining. I suppose. Besides, this is Wuk Lamet's journey. It's only right that we follow her lead. That is true. Thanks, everyone. By the way, does anyone know where the festival float is? It's like a boat woven from reeds that looks like a bird. Oh, me and Alphino actually saw that. It's back in town. In the big building on the north? Let's go and see it. Somehow you got that out of my words. But okay. There's much less debate when I'm traveling alone. Oh, Aaronville, don't be like that, buddy. You wanted a fully voiced MSQ? I mean, to be honest, I would pay more as well for a fully voiced MSQ. Because I've kind of noticed there's less voice cutscenes in this expansion so far than we did in Shadowbringers and Endwalker. Endwalker had a lot of voice cutscenes. It almost felt like every cutscene in Endwalker was voice, while Shadowbringers had like a good decent amount. I don't know, I mean, right now I don't mind it. The handles gave me pause before, but now I understand their purpose. Oh, is it for collecting reeds? Look at the size of that thing. I hope they don't expect me to carry it. What a charming float. I wonder what bird was the inspiration of this design. I don't know, it doesn't look like a chocobo, but kinda does look like a chocobo. I've never been here during the festival season, so this is all new to me too. Oh, really? Okay. Yes, this is a float I remember. It does not appear somewhat damaged to you. We should take a closer look. Inspect the floaty. Okay. According to Reddit, if you hear that song, it's not a voice scene, you can skip it. Oh, is that what people have been doing? I don't like skipping cutscenes though. But I do know throughout the entire time I've been playing 14, anytime that song pops up, it's not voice. That's like the not voice song. Oh, that's definitely broken. How will they lift this great big vessel without all the carrying poles? Oh, it's missing an eye. Oh dear, one of the bird's eyes seems to be missing a gemstone. These tail feathers have seen better days. I swear the colors were a lot brighter the last time I saw them. Okay. Dummies do it. Yeah, I never skip anything too. The only time I skip something is if I've already seen it. Well, I think we can all agree this bird boat is in dire need of repairs. Now, how do we go about fixing it? What is going on here? We were admiring your festival float. 'Tis a shame it's in such a poor state, due to the recent storm, I gather. Yes, we had to leave it exposed while we ushered our people to safety. With the float in this condition, there can be no lifting of wings, no Iahana. Iahana? That's what the festival was called. I want to help you hold it. Have you not seen our village? Homes are ruined. We're struggling to make repairs, and you want us to hold a festival? I know how it sounds, but giving into misery never improves anyone's situation. That is true. A celebration of life and growth may help give you the strength to work through this tragedy. The role of festival leader is mine this year, and there's nothing I would like more to lift everyone's spirits. But we don't even have enough materials to repair the float. We need obokeeksa for the missing eye. Po wood for the poles, and feathers from the winds chosen to adorn the tail. Two of these I know is a type of precious stone used in arcane equipment, and the wood is essential for crafting ceremonial instruments. These chosen feathers, however, the winds chosen is the victor of the champion, in which the contestants see who can blow a feather the furthest using wind magic, and that's something of a problem right now. We Hano are gifted at employing such airy sorceries, but expended a great deal of mana when doing so. We are soon exhausted by the effort, and having no reeds to eat will only make it harder. I think I understand. Your vibrant reeds grow quickly and vigorously, so much so that they stifle the development of nearby plants. They must be a potent source of energies you naturally lack. They are indeed. Owing to the poor harvest this year, we've been left innervated, and we cannot gather the correct materials as dictated by the custom. We cannot repair the festival float. Well, that's unfortunate. Oddly enough, we may have just stumbled upon our solution. The winds chosen would be necessity, have a natural gift for manipulating magical energies, which means any feathers taken from the victor should be high in ethereal conductivity. The float's construction also requires a stone used in the arcane equipment, as well as timber favored for the ceremonial tools. The demand for such specific materials must have an underlying reason. The float might also function as an arcane device. Yeah, that. I wager the float is actually a secret weapon for smithing the Hano's foes. Pray continue, Alpha no. I'll have to go with the first one. It might be an actual device. Precisely what I was thinking. This boat of reeds is in fact an arcane focus of some kind. Yeah, never skip unless it's repeated. A focus? For what? Oh, Hihihana is the harvest festival, isn't it? That must mean the float was made to encourage healthy crops. So if we repair the boat and hold the festival, its arcane powers might fix what's wrong with the reeds. We won't know until we try, but it's sound theory. Celebration, prayer, ritual ceremonies, these all been known to incite miraculous effects. Wait, hold on. What are you saying here? The float, a tool for magic? This is the first I'm hearing it. In the beginning, it may well not have been. After a good harvest year, there would be no reason to change it. But when the harvest was poor, new ornaments were likely added, and those who performed the labor may have imbued their work with ordained hopes for the brighter future. Through years of trial and error, the Hano would have refined their festival float into a focus for harvest prayers. Incredible. Yeah, very. The middle one was right, it's clearly a weapon. I know you're practically fainting from hunger, but reviving Hihihana really does sound like a solution to all your woes, and I promise we'll do everything in our power to help you. I'm still not convinced about this focus business, but I accept your aid nonetheless. I will introduce you to the shipwright who's been maintaining the float these last few years. He's replaced both the eyes and pole before, so he should know where and how to procure what we need. Then allow Alize and I to acquire the feathers. We will encourage the people of Okohano to gather and vie for the title of Winds Chosen by sharing with them our own reserves of mana. Oh, nice. I mean, they do have like some of the highest mana points. I'll go with you. I carry some alchemical brews that may afford the same effect. He's going with the twins again. The three of us will visit the shipwright then. Not without me. I've worked hard to fix the float as best I can, and the responsibility is mine after all. I've not introduced myself, have I? My name is Linu Hano. Nice to meet you, Linu Hano. And certainly, let's all go together. And somehow we talked here for hours to the point where it's nighttime. I find myself working alongside the third promise herself is unexpected, to say the least. We're making progress now. The solution to Okohano's woes is as good as found. Thanks to Wuk Lamet, we found ourselves a promising way forward. Experience and knowledge are valuable assets, but there is something to be said for following one's instinct. And that is... I wonder what manner of shipwright repairs reed woven boats. The shipwright's name is Wuk Evo. He's a ex-brawl who only moved to Kazumauka a few years ago. Those are the other Rothgars, the male Rothgars, I believe. But has since mastered our customs to an almost frightening degree. He's especially strict when it comes to the manners, so make sure to offer him a proper Hano greeting. We wouldn't want to afford him right before asking a favor. A proper Hano greeting? Oh, that one. Don't worry, I remember how it goes. Then we shouldn't have any problems. Let's head to okay Beak to the east of here. The London Bridge is falling down. I could have sworn I was saying okay Beak there for a second. 187 northeast. Okay, let me grab that first before I do anything. 55 east. Okay, there it is. Ether currents are more important than anything. I agree. We need the ether currents. All the ether currents. Oh shoot. But it's okay, I'll go the other way. Every time you went to a new zone, you were like, bye Wuk Lamet. See you later. So you went to go find all the ether currents? See, for a good while, I used to do that, but then I was like, I don't want to stray too far away from the MSQ all the time. So I would do some of them off stream, and some of them I would do as we're going along the MSQ. Look over there. Do you see that big winding staircase? Oh, yeah, I see it right there. Oh, it seems they have a place where visitors can stay. Looks cozy. This is okay Beak, the village of all. Those who drift into Kazumauka from Tiliolo and elsewhere are welcome to live here alongside the Hano. As for Wuk Evo, he lives and works in the House of Waters high at the top of the large tree nearby. Follow me, but I should warn you, the climb up the stairs can be challenging. Oh, that's okay. Pretty sure we dealt with more. Yeah, I think I'm gonna probably worry about getting some of the current. Like, I'm gonna just get the currents and the map unlocking as I'm making my way through the MSQ. And offline, whenever I have time to play, I would just gather the currents. I think I've been doing that for every expansion so far, so I don't mind doing it here. I'm beginning to think the stairs from Final Fantasy VII. Okay, that is a long trip. Are we hoping to enlist a man's aid? So I pay it's not to be rude in any case. Okay, oily. Oh no, she's struggling. I should mention that Wuk Evo isn't only a stickler for antiques. He's also, well, you'll find out soon enough. Okay. Love this guy?
What do you want with me?
Right. The greeting. Oh, Krile!
Oh, Krile! Good. You brought your manners with you.
This is the Tashi NPC?
When you know Kanu, do as the Hanu do. For a country as diverse as ours, the preservation of harmony demands that we respect the cultures of all peoples who call it home.
Well, that explains your familiarity with Hanu customs. And you speak truth, of course. To live together means to learn about each other.
Ah, I appreciate an open mind. In fact, I get the sense we've met before. You're Wuk Lamet. Oh, what an unexpected honor for old Wuk Evu. Here I am prattling on about manners, and I've gone and insulted the third promise herself. There is no excuse for this betrayal of etiquette.
Nuh-uh.
Please, take up your axe and claim my impudent head.
Will not. Keep your head. I hate formalities anyway, so forget about it, all right?
All right then, consider it forgotten.
Dang, he was so quick on that.
How prompt.
We're actually here about the Ihihana float. It's in bad shape, and we need you to craft new carrying poles and a new eye. I'm told you worked with Uyuipo wood and a certain kind of stone? Abokisha?
That I do. But while I would like nothing more than to offer my services, I just used the last I had of both those materials.
Seriously.
My lumber in particular went to fixing homes damaged by the recent storm. I'll need 10 days or so to restock.
Oof.
We can't wait that long. If you tell me where to go, I'll gather them myself.
What? Send the third promise out on an errand like some common lackey? That's utterly unconscionable. A gross violation of social protocol.
Okay, I can see it. I can see what y'all talking about.
I told you not to worry about such things.
All right then. Shan't worry a whit.
Yeah, I can totally... I can totally see what y'all talking about. This is very much... Yeah.
What's with your Hanu friend there?
Oh, don't mind him.
I am festival leader this season, and have come along to oversee the float's repair. As strange as it may sound, Wuk Lamet and her friends believe the float is an arcane focus, meant to encourage the growth of our struggling reeds.
Too many Hanu have forgotten, it seems. But that is indeed the true purpose of the lifting of wings. Your education is impressive, Third Promise.
Well, maybe a little.
Oh, she's just gonna take it.
Allow me to show you where to procure Uyuipo. We can leave the Abokisha to your friends, I presume? Take yourself to Cave Kikitola, or thereabouts, and you should find the stones you need.
I've been there once or twice. I can guide you.
That should save us some time.
All right then, let's get moving.
Oh. That's right. The others are not trying to do much. Or at least him, he's not. He's just trying to cheat.
Chosen one of your rivals is making progress.
Ihihana, you say? Should our first choice fail to deliver, it might be wise to let this play out. The third-rate promise is making herself useful after all.
Come on, how are you gonna be a leader if you can't even figure it out yourself? That's lame. A rather eccentric fellow, but I feel his heart is in the right place. Definitely. Cave Kikitola is southwest of Okohano. We can return to the village first, then head there on foot. Alright. Will it even let me get in this water? I'm curious. Yeah, and I can swim in it, but I can't have my mount. Interesting. I wonder why I can't have my mount. Is it because I can't fly here? Okay, 131. Oh, look at that frog. It's a... Wow, that frog is... Alright, time to die. Too bad he's not dancing like the FF7 frogs. It would have been cute. It's because I don't have flying. Oh, okay. Alright, well that makes sense. Okay, yeah, that makes sense if I can't swim. If I don't have the... flying. I almost envy how effortlessly he can shift from one mood to its polar opposite. At least I presume he does so by choice. Oh, I think so. Southwest of here, was it? Let's be on our way. 235 west. So I might be able to grab it real quick, but I'm already here talking to them, so... Look, you can see the falls at the back of the cave. These hollows must have been carved out by the constant deluge of water from above. Oh yeah, that does look good. Cave Kititola as promised. Home to many deadly creatures. Venture inside if you feel confident, but I will conduct my own search out here. You can spot raw Obokisha by the green-hued glimmer. Bring anything matching that description to me. Okay? I shall help scour the inside of the cave. Then you take the west half and I will take the east. Alright? Okay. Well, I see something green and glowing right there. Wait. Oh. These are enemies. It's not what we're looking for. Glowfly. This thing is a level 90. It's gonna do some harm to me. Dang. So you telling me a Glowfly is stronger than Zodiark? That's crazy. When you start thinking in-game stuff and then comparing it. Upon closer inspection, you find the glimmer you spied was just light reflecting off the water. The warrior light took that much damage from a fly? What a loser. The bugs in the Amazon are intense. Find a chunk of stone glowing in a distant shade of green. It seems like an exact kind of mineral Luno Hano was looking for. Oh, cool. So we got it. 50 yams northeast. Wait, northeast. Oh, there it is. Right here. Let's grab that. How fare you, Krile? Some of the cave's inhabitants took umbrage at my presence, but it was nothing a few swishes of my brush couldn't handle. You painted them to death? I picked over the ground near the entrance but found nothing. Did you have better luck inside the cave? Yep, there you go. Yes, this is Obokisha. Along with Krile's contribution, we have more than enough for our needs. The stones you brought shine very brightly. I thank you both. No worries. He would have been happy to know we were putting things right. Truth be told, a good friend of mine was meant to be a festival leader for this year's Ihihana. But when that big storm hit, he did not survive. It fell to me to carry on in his stead. That was why you agreed to Wuk Lamet's request, despite your initial reluctance. Yes, it hurts to hear, but she was right. Though I must mourn, I cannot let my grief consume me. Her words made me realize that the path to carry my recovery, our recovery, is already laid out before me, and I will walk it for myself and for my friend. Thank you for sharing your story with us. Please rest assured that we've taken your plight to heart. I'm certain our companions are procuring the other materials as we speak. Everything will come together, and Hano shall host a splendid uplifting festival. That we shall. With that, let us return and deliver the Obo Kisha into Wuk Evo's waiting hands. Yeah, let's do it. Oh man, he's way across town. Guess I can try to discover some of this map while we're at it. Well, in a way, you guys are getting a fully voiced MSQ with me reading it. That's being voiced in some type of way. I mean, I'm not voice acting, but it's still kind of like it. Don't me. I'm doing my best. You're not paying extra for that? You feel Jip need more voices? Oh, alright. I could try different voices, but y'all know my voice acting is not the best. Well, most of you know. I don't think Nero has heard my voice acting before. Trying different voices and all that. That means I gotta bring back Omori. You heard my Kupo? Oh yeah, you did hear the Kupo voice. Where are you going, horse? I hope Wuk Lamet's foray was as productive as ours. Wuk Lamet. We just got back ourselves. Did you find stone we needed? Yeah. We've come too far to stop now. The lifting of wings must go on. I agree. Thanks to the third promise and her mighty swings, we've collected some suitable logs of Yuopio. What about the Obo Kisha? There you go. Yes, these are excellent samples, a goodly quantity too. At this stage, you will likely surmise that the lifting of wings encouraged the crops to grow, but not exactly how, eh? Well, you're in it for a treat. If all goes to plan, the results should be spectacular. Now, to get to work crafting these pieces for the float. I could use an assistant versed in the arcane arts to assist the Yupo conductivity. That'll be Krile. Then I'll be delighted to help. Everyone else should head back to Okohano. We'll join you at the float once the work here is completed. Alright, sounds good. The final touches are fairly routine and I shouldn't take long. Go ahead and wait by the float. Alright. Oh yay, bringing this song back. I'm excited to see how Hana turns out. Okay, I will say this song is starting to warm up to me. It's starting to warm up to me. At first I was like, I'm not too sure. I mean, it's different, but I'm starting to warm up to it. As Woke Evo said, the festival really is a spectacle to behold. Gathering the Upio was a trial in itself. At first, Woke Evo criticized everything I did. Then he suddenly yelled, "I've spoken ill of the third promise, and I must punish myself," and proceeded to slam his head into the Upio tree. Wow. I told him not to worry about it again, and it was like snuffing out a candle. He's an odd one, that's for sure. At least we've seen the poles in the new eye. Now we just have to wait for the feathers from the twins. Alright. Should I continue as Sage? Yeah, we can continue as Sage. We should get some rest before the excitement begins. over there by the float. Isn't that the third promise? Then the rumors are true. She's trying to complete the feat of reeds by reviving Ihihana.
The festival is a prayer for healthy crops, but does she honestly believe that we'll bring enough to save our harvest?
I wanted voice acting.
The second promise, meanwhile, barely glanced at the fields before leaving Okohana altogether. Maybe we asked too much of our young claimants.
No, don't worry about it. Oh, I wouldn't be too quick to count Kohana out. A friend of mine overheard him muttering by the reeds, something about what needs to be done.
Is that so? Perhaps we'll get to see another of his innovations firsthand.
That sounds like our Kohana. One look at the reeds was all he needed to think up a solution. This is what you subbed for? Be that as it may, our own solution is nearly ready. Indeed, as soon as the others get back, our long-awaited festival can begin. It took some doing, but we managed to gather competitors to vie for the title of Winds Chosen. The winner was only too happy to donate his feathers. You should have seen it. He called forth an incredible gust that sent his feathers sailing for Moms. We had a turn of ourselves, but it was more difficult than it looks. Poor Aaronville's twirl in the air for a moment before landing on his feet. I'm a gleaner. Magic is not part of our training. As for us, we brought the wood and gemstone replacements, crafted by Wuk Evo. All that's left is to attach them. Has it been decided who will ride the float? Papa was the guest of honor the last time I was here. I remember being surprised they could even lift the thing with his hulking weight on top of it. The rider must be a personage of great esteem, which is why an invitation is usually extended to the Dawnservent. This time, however, I have another in mind. Oh, who is it? You, of course. Our beloved Hihihana, the lifting of wings is the only being held because of you and your companions. Thus do I nominate you, Wuk Lamet, our guest of honor. Huh? Me? Yep, that's you. You gotta think long and hard on this. This boat won't make me seasick, will it? I don't think so. Then weigh anchor. I can hardly refuse a request from one even more enthusiastic about the festival than I. I would be delighted to ride your float. Thank you, Wuk Lamet. I have roles for the rest of you as well. We'll be carrying the festival float in a slow procession towards Kaznayoiki, where the sacred likeness of, oh goodness, Kishahihi is enscored. What I'd like you to do is clear the paths of dangerous wildlife so that the process can move along impeded. Consider it done. You're expecting me to sit still until Wuk Evo has finished the float? Let me come along and help with the clearing. As you know, I'm not much for fighting. I'll stay behind and assist Wuk Evo with the repairs. If you aren't sure where you need to go, the path I spoke of begins at the south of the village and branches off to the east. That will lead across the bridges to the Stride of the Sun. And we shall see the clearing it end to end. London Bridge is falling down. Whoever came up with these words hates streamers. They got to. There's so many of them I have to do, and it's like, oh, this is a challenge. I'm probably gonna have to go to a class with more DPS, so it can be quick. I'll get to work. By the time you done mashing monsters, the float will be good as new. All right. The Hihihana procession often runs a flow of the territorial creatures on the way to Kazunikia. Nuki? I will greatly appreciate you for removing those threats in advance. You got it. With my lack of combat skills, I would only underfoot. Happy hunting. You gave nicknames to everything, this is why? And I can definitely see why. Most cases I try to learn how to pronounce a lot of these things. But I don't know, I might need to just go your route. Weapons at the ready? We'll make short work of this task. Oh yeah. The degree which Wuk Uvo pursues his interests is remarkable. Apparently his studies of Kazumauka region were so invigorating that he decided to move here and immerse himself in the culture. Oh, interesting. If the floating functions as I think it does, I would not be surprised if it were attracting the creatures. The concentration of ether would be an irresistible lure. As Linohana said, Kazuniki should be down this way, then off to the east when the path branches. Then something about bridges and strides of the sun? Anyway, let's split up and get to work. Once you've culled all your threats you can find, we'll meet up in front of Kiksihi. Okay. Just point where the enemies are and I'll take them out. Easy as done. Oh, so it's you. You're my opponent. Show me what you got. Try again. Oh, can't break you. Okay, I see. Oh. Shut me up. I thought I can break the attack. The dubbing budget got paid more. Oh, well, there's Krile. Hey, Krile putting in that picto work. I see you. I told you don't need to watch over me anymore. All right. I knew you could hold your own, but you know, I just want to talk. I don't know if I saw the others, but we'll worry about it later if so. Hey, we automatically get hurt by flies. That's just part of the combat. Oh. Let's go. Oh, I guess. Alright, well that takes care of that one. Oh, there's Wuk Lamet. I know she's good at combat, so you never have to worry about her. Ha! That's one down. So that leaves Alize and Alphano that I have not seen yet. At this rate, we'll soon have the route to Kazuniki secured. What a bully. A hungry ocelot, eh? Well, let's go. Oh, another one. You did your finishing attack and died. Not so very strong of you. Wait at the designated location. Wait, did I miss Alize? I was like, I must have missed Alize, but no, she's right here. Try to leave one of my favorite scions out like that. Now this is my kind of busy work, I agree. Oh, keep it going this way. 70 east. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's right on that. Oh, I'm gonna have to get on the bridge. Nice. 1,108. Okay, that's gonna be a little bit. Do your thing. Oh, is that supposed to be one of the Hanos? Oh, you were stepped ahead of us. This must be the likeness of Kishahihi, the Hano deity of the west, of the harvest. Even their sacred images are woven with reeds. It reminds me of something I saw in Academia Adder. Oh. Oh, it kind of does look like that. I was half expecting a flying whale. Oh, yeah, talking about Bismarck. Okay. Well, they said everything is woven in reeds. Go with this one. One of the ancients' creations? It's possible a vestigial memory of that time endured, a subconscious recollection from the inheriting soul, providing the basis for an entirely new religion. I have no idea what that means. As far as I know, Kish-Hihi was worshipped on another continent. Its ancient faith was then brought to Krile by the first Hano. Hano migrated here from another continent. Then mayhap the two do share a common ancestor. This is all very fascinating, but shouldn't we be getting back to Linu Hanu? He'll want to know the path is safe for the procession. Right, and I need to ride on the float, and I'll run ahead and tell him we're done here. Dang, Wuk Lamet just keeps going off and doing her own thing. We're supposed to be your guardians here. Meanwhile, oh, it's gotta be either her brother or Boko Jaja. Yeah, it's Boko Jaja. They got the ominous music.
Not sure we heard you right, old man. Why don't you say that again? As many times as you'd like. The third promise tasked me with repairing this float, and I'll not relinquish it to an uncultured brute like you. Much less one that can't even manage a simple greeting.
We wanted to handle this in a civilized way, but we're more than willing to kill you.
We have a two-headed problem. Yes, please hurry. She's on her way back already?
Stand back, Wukevu! I will protect the float!
Oh, poor guy.
Are you trying to be brave, little bird?
I could never have repaired the float alone. Not properly. But thanks to Wuk Lamet and her friends, we can hold Ihihana again. This is a priceless treasure. And as festival leader, I would die to protect it.
Very well, if that's what you want.
Into that blow.
Good. The better for you to understand the gulf between us. But you need more lessons. We'll carve them into your mangy hide until you cry and beg forgiveness.
Your brilliant plan was to steal the float and take the credit. The so-called blessed siblings are nothing but cheats.
Right. Especially this one.
Your scorn is sweet music. Come, weaklings. We'll crush you each in turn. Or all together, if you like.
Oh, you really want to try this, my man? Do you really want to try this? Because we'll take him out easily. Oh yeah, I agree with her too.
Calm yourself, Chosen One. If you fight in earnest, this will end in a massacre. What's more, we have word that our other prospect is on the verge of success.
Then it would be foolish to expend effort sweating nuts. Lucky for you. Eh?
He wants to try it. I got hurt by a fly. No, we took out gods, dude. We can handle this guy like nothing. Zodiark, Heidelin, Meteon, come on.
Ugh, two heads. I see Mamuk still clings to that loathsome hope.
Talk to us, Third Promise. You're not dying, are you?
It'll take more than that to kill me. So, are we having this festival or not?
Yes! Yes, we are!
I wonder if we're gonna be having to fight him at some point actually in the MSQ. Maybe in like a dungeon or something. I'm glad we kept the float out of Boko Jaja's clutches, but gods, he brushed me aside like I was a bothersome gnat. Given the nature of the rite of succession, I expect such altercations are inevitable. Yeah, I figured it'll happen at some point too. I'm thankful we made it back before anyone was seriously injured. Right. He waited for us to leave so he could steal the float. A coward and a thief. You're telling the truth. I've learned one thing in life. It's the poor manners often portray poor character. Intense encounter. I'm thankful Alphino thought to share those link pearls. Right. Alright, let me give Sage this experience. Thank you for coming to our rescue. I tried to protect the float, but against that two-headed, I may as well have not been there at all. Nonsense, you stood your ground and brought us the time we needed to make it back. You were incredibly brave. Celeste green dye? Pumpkin orange dye? I don't think I have any oranges, so I'll take it. I was so afraid of Wuk Lamet would come to harm. Oko Hano had seen enough death. Yeah. Knowing the Hano, Wak Evo wishes to spread word that the festival will soon be held. Okay. With that exciting interlude over, you'll be pleased to know that my repairs are finished as well. Before we commence the festival, however, it will be courteous to inform the villagers that Ihihana will be held after all. Go forth, but do not forget your greetings. At this stage, I should hope the reminder is unnecessary. Ahoy, Krile. See? I remember. Well, we don't have that emote. But the chat modes in say, use your keyboard to say, okay. Oh, so they're not giving us the emote. Don't tell me you've forgotten the greetings. Fine, watch closely. Ahoy, Krile. Okay. I'm just putting it in there so I can do a quick command. So much has been taken from us. Why even try? Oh. Ahoy, Krile! We're having a festival going on. You want to join? What? The float is fixed? Our fallen friends would be glad to know that our Ihihana will soon be underway. They would have wanted us to honor them with celebration, but not like their loss to tear us from it. I must go and enjoy the festival for those who no longer can. That's the spirit. No, there's nothing to look forward to no more. Oh, poor guy. Ahoy, Krile. The festival is about to begin? What do you expect me to say? Besides, of course, I'll be there. Cleaning up the storm's aftermath may have been hard on us all, but the lifting of wings is tradition, and joyous one at that. I won't sit here brooding my days away. Give me a moment to get ready. Without the Ihihana, life feels so empty. Ahoy, Krile. Thank you for letting me know. I would very much like to attend the festival, but the repairs should be finished as soon as possible. What to do? Okay. Switching to Viper for this cutscene. I feel like there's going to be a cutscene coming up. The Hano were pleased to hear their festival was going ahead, I imagine. Yep, they seem pretty pleased. That as well. Once your friends return, the lifting of wings can begin at last.
So few have come.
Patience. Once Ihihana gets underway, no Hanu will be able to resist joining in.
Just so. Ukewu knows well the heart of the Hanu. Have faith, Third Promise, and climb aboard the float. It is time for the lifting of wings.
Right. Off we go.
Ihihana is a prayer for bountiful harvest, but this is not its only meaning. It is also an exchange of pledges between rider and bearers, a commitment to a long and fruitful friendship.
Listen well, friends! The personage we bear today is Wuk Lamet, the savior of our beloved festival! Let your shoulders burn, or your feathers fall out, but do not even think of dropping her!
That one had to get his stretches in real
Ready
quick.
and...
Ah, cute.
I could get used to this.
Will empty bellies stop you from joining in the fun? Come and help us carry the float!
Well, well, well. To see the day that Dawn's promise would ride our boat again. We've not had the honor since you were here, Gulul Jaja.
Right. We've enough bearers now. Onwards to Kozanuaki!
Oh yeah, I totally pronounced that wrong.
Watch well, for you are about to bear witness to the true glory of Ihihana. The float draws upon our life force, concentrating and amplifying the energy. Kishaihi then receives that energy and expels it in a great burst, where it showers down upon the land to replenish its vital currents.
Eye beams! It's definitely a weapon. It shot lasers out of his eyes, so yeah, you're right. Hey. Oh, I was gonna wonder if the environment's gonna change after that.
It worked.
Like a literal charm.
The float really was helping the reeds.
That was amazing! To think that such a thing was even possible!
Glad it worked out. I wasn't sure what to expect. The water's just right. But the festival was admittedly impressive. Even deprived of their usual substance, the Hano seemed invigorated the moment the festival began. Ihihana truly is magical. I told you, didn't I? Spectacular. I was too quick to dismiss the idea that the float had arcane properties. I think I wanted to believe that no one knew more about the Ihihana than me. As it turns out, there are many things I have yet to learn. With their fields rejuvenated, the Hano too might finally replenish their flagging reserves of ether. That's true. I like to take a turn riding the floats. It looked like fun. Don't pretend the thought that it didn't cross your mind. Okay, Alize, you know, you may be right. It may be right. I did think about it. You know, another thought just came to my mind, and this is FF9. This looks like the marshes from FF9, where you meet, I forgot the character's name, but it eats everything. Should I have left the float behind like that? I was so excited to see the reeds. Nothing to worry about over yourself. My brethren have been swept up by the festival fever. Last I saw, they were taking turns at the carrying poles on the way back to the village. Please feel free to look over the fields and enjoy the sight of what you've accomplished. Oh, this one hasn't changed.
Some of them still look a bit sickly.
I imagine even the harvest magic has its limits. If the Hanu continue their festival tradition year after year, though, the entire field should eventually recover.
Where does that leave us with the feet, then?
You've got nothing to fear on that account. Our situation could never have resolved itself. The revival of even a single reed would have served to demonstrate your commitment to the task. That you recognize the nature of the float and found a near-perfect solution in Ihihana proves your dedication. What's more, I don't think I've seen the festival produce such impressive results since I was a mere chirper. We have been lax in maintaining the float, diluting its magic and reducing Ihihana to hollow theater.
Oh, hey, Kohana.
Kona!
Or Kona.
I was delayed by an unpleasant encounter, but it seems I arrived at a good time.
Nice. I figured he would do it. Thankfully.
Oh, isn't that wonderful?
What? You just pour in some mystery liquid and problem solved?
Stagnant ether was to blame for the reed's poor condition. I assumed that was an alchemical concoction which enhances ethereal conductivity. It utilized the flowing water as an ethereal current, thereby promoting the transfer of life energies.
A method I could not have devised without the education I received at the studium and the cooperation of my Archon allies.
Allies.
Archon allies?
It's gotta be Urianger and Thancred. I wouldn't think you're Stola, though.
You see, Lamachi, this is why we need to embrace foreign knowledge and technology. Employed appropriately, they make light work of what would otherwise be arduous labor. There's no need to lug around heavy floats.
Well, you always were the clever one, brother.
Your approach was no less effective, Wuk Lamet. It achieved the same result.
Indeed it did. And you enjoyed the festival, yes?
I did. It was so much fun. Having visited your village before, I thought I knew everything about it. As it turns out, I knew very little. About the reeds, about Ihihana. With all I've learned this time, I feel as though I've really come to know the Hanu. And I like you even more now than I did before.
The feeling is mutual. And it's not just you who had a lot to learn either. I'll never look at our float the same way again.
The two of you have exceeded expectations. Come forth and claim your stones.
different color.
5 more to go.
And on to the next.
Not even a moment of celebration. That's Kona for you.
The third promise? You must join us for Ihihana next season. As Dawnservent, of course.
Right. It's back to Tulihiola for now. Thank you for having us. I look forward to seeing you all again.
These are interesting times indeed.
What about you? I hope you don't get one.
The concoction was brewed by Kona himself. It's a test vial, but it should contain the same reagents.
Oh, really? Lame.
Good work. We'll use whatever we must to win. For win we must.
But you didn't even really do anything. You just took other people's hard work. You're congratulating him? Not a well done. He doesn't deserve it. While Kona seems a decent sort, he strikes me as a man who likes to keep others at a distance. Maybe. That makes 2 out of 7 keystones. So far, so good. Yeah. Where has Boko Jaja gone, I wonder? And what did his followers mean by their other prospects? Alize. I'm curious as to who these arcanes the second promise mentioned could possibly be. I have an inkling based off of the ending of Endwalker. My journey has started and already I've met so many wonderful people. Wuk Evo, for one, he's a bit eccentric, but everyone could stand to be as respectful of other cultures as he is. And Lino Hanu, it warms my heart to see him honor his departed friend through Ihihana and to help others to do the same. I can't help but feel excited thinking who else I might meet over the course of the contest. Come on, let's head back to town. Alright, well this location is done for the time being. Back to the jazz music. When Wuk declared her intentions to save the festival, I feared where it would lead us. I'm glad to see the concerns were unfounded. Traveling with so large and diverse group is unfamiliar to me. If she could see me now. Probably talking about his mother. The Hano Festival must be a central to their traditions, as the sun drop dance is the Vanu. I have not forgotten our obligations to Wuk Lamet, but it's moments like these when we can immerse ourselves to the cultures of others that fill me with anticipation for the new experiences this adventure will bring us. Yeah, I agree. I noticed Zoro Ja was not at the Hano village. Yet in a contest like this one, it's only a matter of time until the claimants are pitted against each other in direct competition. Yeah, that's true. I pray we don't cross paths with Boko Jaja at the next feat. But even if we do, we've made a good start in these challenges. Hopefully we can keep it up. Yeah, I agree. Alright, what's next? Look at us. The contest has barely begun and we already have 2 keystones. Surely even my talented brothers aren't doing this well. We can only hope. Okay, now we're at 91, so we're definitely making some progress. We've now won keystones from both the feat of reeds and the feat of gold. Surely that means our approach to the contest was the right one. So it would seem, by continuing the retrace Gulo Jaja's journey as presented in the saga, we should find the remaining electors in turn. Then let's visit the giants next. Like Krile said, the fact that they were searching for the Golden City might mean they know something useful. The home of Yokoi is in the upper reaches of Yorko Pacha. Unless you're keen on scaling the cliffs, we'll have to take a long way around, through Kazumauka. This route will take us close to the Moblin village, which is another important location in the saga. Since we'll need all the keystones eventually, it makes sense to pay them a visit while we're passing through. So we call on the Moblins first then. Let's head there right now. I'm afraid right now is going to be a problem. Oh, what happened? The flight of the wingless, the great stairs leading to the Moblin settlement collapsed in the storm. What are we to do then? There's an alternative, but it requires preparation. Until it's ready, you could rest at the cabins or see more of the city, whatever you prefer. Just to be sure, you'll accept any method of travel as long as it gets us to our destination. Of course. Who do you take me for? Then as your guide, I will see the arrangements. Well, it seems we have some free time on our hands. Let us make the most of it. I need to get my axe repaired. I nicked the blade pretty badly when I took a swing at Boko Jaws. That reminds me, I never got around to introduce you to Ropely, did I? He's the man in charge of what you makey and a good person to know. Want to come along? Sure. Let's go then. London Bridge is falling down. I actually need to get my stuff repaired too. Ready? The markets of what you makey are to the east, on the other side of the Bayside Vivi. I'm at a company. All right, cool. What you makey is everything that Tuyola was built to be. Okay. Okay, there is a conversation thing. I was like, there's got to be a conversation thing somewhere. Aunt Teal's Tacos. This is Auntie's Tacos, named for his owner here, the lovely Teasel. If you're after the best tacos in Tuyola, this place is set on top with Balva Yavita. You say that they're promised, but you only ever eat at old Baroque Evo's food. Come by mine for a change. Oh my gosh, sorry. Sorry, Tiso. It's been a while, hasn't it? I swear I'll stop for a bite once the contest is over. Oh. Come on down to Auntie's Tacos. We've got the wide range of options from healthy to hearty, plus a variety of salsas to choose from. This is our flagship location, by the way, or at the least it will be, when I get around to opening the second branch. Hee. Alright. I see you, buddy. Do your thing. Huh. Well, there's our guy. My, the third promise. How might I assist you this fine evening? Well met, Ropely. I need to buff a nasty nick out of my axe. Yes, it's been chipped quite terribly. Trying to cleave rocks again, are we? Something like that. Think you can fix it? You stand among Toral's most prestigious gatherings of artisans, and I ask this question. 'Tis child's play. We'll have it repaired for you in 2 shakes of an alpaca's tail. Good to hear. I'll leave it in your capable hands. Who's your companion, if I may ask? This is Anthony, a great adventurer I recruited from across the salt. I brought him here to meet you, actually. Thought he might have a reason to visit Whatchamakey sooner or later. Then allow me to introduce myself. I am Ropley, humble representative of this grand center of trade. A pleasure to meet you, Anthony. Oh, nice to meet you. You there, stop dithering the shadows and announce your business already. Seen that man somewhere before. Oh, he was on the ship. Yeah, he was on the boat with us. A jewelry maker you met on the voyage over. Oh, I remember. I spoke with him too. Bon Jean Tyne? Yes, that's what's his name. You've been loitering like a flighty admirer who can't pluck up the courage to confess his feelings. Out with it then. Why are you here? That is to say... and runs away. That's weird. We're no closer to solving that enigma. I wonder if you could use someone to talk to. I say we go and ask. Let me know by link Pearl if you find him first. Okay, sure. Whatchamakey. Our nervous man of mystery fled westwards, never to be seen again. Wow. Okay, I'm using the teleporter. Nope, can't go that way. Perhaps he went to go grab some tacos? I don't see him. But hold on. Nope. He didn't go for some tacos. Smart man, if so. I know, wouldn't it be great to go grab some tacos? You get scared, go grab a taco. What, did he went in the water or something? That'd be crazy if he did. Oh, there he is. Chilling at the beach. You were conversing with Master Ropley, but wait, we've met before, haven't we? On the ship? Yeah. I found him. You found him? Good. I'll be right there. Why did you run off like that? Did you have business with Ropley or not? Please, you need to concern yourselves with my affairs. I am undeserving of such attention. Huh? What are you going on about? I beg of you, do not ask me to explain. Do not. Sorry, but the more you tell me not to, the more curious I become. Besides, you look like you need a friend. You are too kind. So be it. I suppose I could share with you the muzzle of my misery. Before I came to Tuliolal, I worked as a goldsmith at the most prestigious jewelry maker in all of Yule Da. Eshtheim Aesthetics. Oh, it started off well enough, but as the days passed, everything began to go wrong. Compared to the masterpieces of my talented colleagues, my products were lacking, mediocre. I lost all confidence. Crippling doubts had possessed me, and my veneer of bravado I tried to put forth soon cracked beneath its weight. Thus did I take ship, hoping to find a fresh beginning on new shores. Yet, as you witness, I lacked the courage to even approach a potential employer. You stand before a man wallowing in the wreckage of his ill-spent existence. Alright then. You offered a morsel? And served us a full course. You must have really wanted someone to hear your story. If you like, I could try to give you a few words of advice. Then, you have experience with my predicament? Of feeling terribly inadequate compared to your undeniable superior peers? Well, when you put it that way, Not me. I'm Wuk Lamet, third promise of Tuyolal. Tuli, daughter of the Dawnservent. Of course, you're a member of the royal family. Please forgive me my presumptuousness. But what of you? Have you measured your work against that of your colleagues and found yourself wanting? On occasion? That's interesting you could say that. But I will definitely say the first one. You can't measure your worth by the success of others. How can I not? Should my work not meet the same exacting standards? No new commissions will be forthcoming. What then was the point of my becoming a goldsmith? Looking back, it was my father who inspired me to take up the trade. His exquisite creations brought radiant smiles to the faces of his clients, and I admired him deeply for it. But in the course of striving to be a great goldsmith as him, I lost sight of the original motivation. All I ever wanted was to spread joy through my craft, as he did. Perhaps I will give this one last try. Thank you both for reminding me of what is truly important. What is truly important? I like that. That was a nice little touch. And I'm starting to get a good theme as to what this whole entire expansion is going on about. I'm sorry, Anthony. I didn't mean to ignore you. But yes, I'm glad to see Fortune is giving himself another chance. For all of Raleigh. Well, I can't help but wonder if Fortune will follow through. Let's see if he's actually gone to talk to Ropley. London Bridge is falling down. Oh, he did talk to him. You can do this, Fortune. Our lurker seems to have changed man. I'm not sure if he's even the same man. It's kind of you to come, but you needn't worry. I found my courage. Well, that's good to hear. Great, accept my apologies for my earlier behavior. My name is Fortune, and I am a goldsmith of Yuldal in a faraway Aeosia. I realize this is a bold request, but I should like to continue practicing my trade here in Wachimeki. If you will have me, I ask only for the opportunity to bring happiness to others with my creation. So that's what it's all about. We're looking for work. Consider yourself hired. Wachimeki is always in the need of skilled craftsmen and women. I'll handle the necessary paperwork. Can you start tomorrow? Yes, of course. I must thank both of you again for the sage and timely advice. I don't know what I was all about. I don't know that I was all that helpful. But you were. Had you not come to speak with me, I would have not have had that moment of much needed self-reflection. Oh, I guess that means our ride is ready. The arrangements has been made. Come and meet me at the entrance of High Tide Harbor. Oh, I almost forgot. Do you have any axe ready? My axe ready. Ready and waiting. Behold, the sublime touch of what you makey, artisan. Oh, it's as sharp and deadly as the first day I held it. Thank you. Well, good luck to you, Forging Time. Let me know if that doubt creeps back in. I'll be happy to talk you out of it. As for us, we should head for the harbor. Wouldn't want to keep Aaronvale waiting. And she runs off without me. I know better than to hold myself to the impossible standard. The only thing that matters is the joy of the craft that brings to others. Always a happy day to add a new artisan to the ranks. Do let me know if there's anything else I can help you with. Sure thing. I think there's like a society quest with the what you makey people, right? So I'm definitely gonna need to come back there at some point. Probably after the MSQ. Oh, I passed where I was supposed to go. Right here. All that waiting was making me hungry, so I tried a taco from both Exabalgal and Auntie's. I think I prefer Tiesel's spicier flavors. Ah, okay, Alize, I see you. I went to re-examine the Tulio Lao saga. Should we continue at pace, we shall soon become face-to-face, or rather face-to-knee, with those enormous yokoi. I am told some of them tower over even the hulking Golo Jaja, right? I wonder what Aaronville's alternate means of travel is. Same here. I wandered through the Bayside markets and found earrings almost identical to mine. They indeed seem to be a common travel charm, just as Moblu described. I feel like there's probably more to it, maybe. Enough with the secrecy. What's the big deal plan of yours? Look there. That's my big plan. Oh, does this mean we're getting ready to do a dungeon? Because I remember seeing footage of the dungeon, the first dungeon, having those boats. What is that? It's a pun nutty? Oh gosh, pun nutty? She'll be pulling our boat upriver. How do we know she won't thrash us about and sink us instead? They're gentle and timid creatures for the most part. She's unlikely to cause a fuss unless you give her a reason to. First alpacas, now pun nutties? We're relying a lot of animals for this journey. We should be thankful we have an animal expert on our guide then. That's true. But did it have to be my own nemesis? Another boat? Well, I took you for someone who was up for the challenge, was I wrong? Long ago, when fighting still raged between the clans, the inhabitants of Kazumauka rowed these riverboats to move swiftly through hostile territory. But the vessels see little use with Taral now at peace, so I was able to borrow one as a few which remain. I did consider a dirigible, but the pilots warned me that the updrifts near the falls would make landing difficult. Okay. You said you borrowed one, yet there appear to be several on the water. Kona. I keep on thinking Moana with his name. Lamanti. Traveling up the river, I presume. Seems that way. Does this mean you earned 2 keystones already? I can't believe how well you've managed to despite undertaking the contest alone. I was never alone. I've had my own entourage with me since the beginning. I knew it, Thancred and Urianger. My friends, it's been, well, not too long. Thancred, Urianger, what are you doing here? Escorting a promise, the same as you. I've heard much of the incomparable Archons during my time at the Studium. As soon as the contest was confirmed, I thought who better to recruit to my cause. I contacted a scholar who arranged an introduction to these 2 gentlemen. The second promise has specific requirements. They who would be his assistants must boost both proven survival skills and mastery of the arcane arts. Thus did Thancred and I receive the summons. Well, that makes sense. My own studies concentrated on technology, which our people could readily use, such an invitation born of magic and clever engineering. Where magic was concerned, I covered only the foundation. Knowing you two, I expect you had other reasons for accepting the job. A few. The nation of Tuliolal spans an entire continent. Depending on who wins the throne, the world may be plunged into instability once more. Ever have we striven to preserve peace? Where's our place, if not here and now? We did our due diligence, of course, and made sure of who we were working with before agreeing to this endeavor. He's even more a peak than Urianger at times, but it's surprisingly... That's quite enough of that. We must be on our way. I feel like this cutscene should have been voice act. Wait, I have one more question before you leave. Kona and Wuk Lamet are vying for the throne. As Kona's entourage, does that mean you resolve to defeat all his opponents, including us? We're sworn to do all in our power to win this contest for Kona, even if it means competing against our own comrades. We intend to hold nothing back and expect you to do the same. And we won't disappoint you. I thought you were taking a boat. Even if you have been forced to travel on water, then the others will be doing the same. I would rather walk than risk confrontation of a leaky barge with no possibility of retreat. It's true that I can't stand boats. But I trust the route Erenville has chosen for us. Leave the handling of the Panetti to me. Should other wildlife attack us, however, I may have a difficulty keeping her under control. Do you best to draw them away, as far from the front of the boat as possible. Then we shall return on deck and stand guard, although it may be wise to have at least one of us sit up front with Erenville just in case. I like to stay on the deck. I eager to put my pictomancy to the proof. And I'll take any chances to show you that I can hold my own on the battlefield. Then Krile will stand on guard with Anthony. Oh, okay. Well, I'd like to see her pictomancy work too. I'll keep Aaronvale company then. With my blade, I can respond more quickly to threats than Alphino. Thank you. If a fight breaks out, I'll try to stay out of your way. Then I shall endeavor to provide aid where it is needed. Yeah, it sounds like a dungeon. I can do that as well. That should cover most eventualities. Secure your gear and board the boat when you're ready. Yay, our first dungeon in this expansion. I'm ready. Hehehe. Let the hunt begin. Yep. Whoa, how do you... Iyaku? Oh, I don't know. I'm not gonna even try to pronounce it. Okay. There's more voice acting in the second half of the MSQ. Still think there should have been more, though. I agree. So far, I feel like there should have been some voice acted lines. Like that cutscene felt like it should have been voice acted. But I don't know. Kona decided the river route was too risky, but I wonder how the other claimants are planning to travel. We'll take this smaller boat to board the big vessel with the Panutti. Small talk. We can't stand here all day debating the dangers ahead. We have a contest to win. Yeah, I know. As Kawana said, once we've on the boat, there will be little room to fight and nowhere to run. We must be prepared for all manners of threats. Alright. This should be a good opportunity for you to see how far my training has progressed. I agree. I want to see. Well, how's my gear looking? Oh yeah, we're good. Alright, let's form this party up. Okay, so she can tank and DPS. He's healing and DPS. Oh, okay, and she's just DPS. Alright. Sounds good. I would think there's a lot more text in this game than in a typical Final Fantasy game. I would think. Oh yeah, I get to hear the battle music and everything. Oh, I'm so ready for this. Of course he's got a bow. Wait, why are we behind him? We should have been ahead of them. Because this was our method of travel. Alright, let me eat some food first. Okay. There was a boat like ours up ahead. Could that be Zoroja or God's Saboko Jaja? Forget who else is on the river right now. We have company. You snooze, you lose. I see Alizé fighting down there. That's a cool detail.
Take that!
And I'm definitely remember this. We're doing like the trust system, and it takes a little while because you're doing it with the trust characters. I mean, to be honest, I could do a little bit more DPS right now, but I'm gonna save that for like bigger enemies. We're in it for some rain, it seems. Oh, Cross said, watch my brushstrokes. That is Boko Jaw up ahead of us. Be ready for anything. I knew it. Yes, come closer. We have something for you. A gift, courtesy of the blessings of siblings. Scheming bastard. Ah, he's just waiting for us. Ha ha ha, enjoy your present. Alizé, my queen. Alright, time to go big. Alright, awakening. Cool. Yeah, this is not going to as planned. We'll just have to improvise. What are you doing? Oh, the harness. I'm afraid of fair fight. Damn you, Boko Jaja. See you upriver if you make it. He's broken the boat. Crippling our boat was a cowardly move. Aaronville, we're losing speed. I can't command a Punutty like this. The harness is broken. I'm sorry, but we'll have to pull over the bank. Seems Boko Jaja has gotten his way. We won't be going anywhere until we can make the repairs. See if there's a route over land. We'll try to catch up to you later. No, we have to mend these damage. If you could help me out, Alizé, of course, whatever you need. Alright. Oh, is this our first boss fight? This is the mother of all Punutty. It's huge. Ooh, epic. Oh, hold on. Okay. Pulling everything, the sheer force, don't get caught into it, okay. Nice. The monster is big. I look like a Pikmin. Yo, what's up, Larry DeLawson? Was good. Yeah, this thing is huge. Songs of Penutti. Oh, he just summoned little ones. I don't know if I was able to escape that. Oh. The little ones are ads. Oh. Okay, I got it. It's cool. Oh, I'm probably not gonna make that. Okay, I did. Can't sleep. It is pretty late, you know. The best way I can find sleep is watching something or playing something sometimes. Well, hopefully everything's going okay for you. Rip the family? It was his fault for summoning them. Like he's summoning more of them. I'm working on the boss. They can worry about the ads. There we go. I've never looked at a Penutti the same way again. Such monstrous lungs that creature had. Some manner of mine shaft? Whatever it is, the path leads onward.
We mustn't hold back.
Oh, Krile's got different Pictomancer abilities. This must be level 91 attacks. Because I haven't got to see those ones yet, obviously, because my Pictomancer isn't high enough. Well, no, it is high enough, but I just haven't done any content that's allows me to use any high Pictomancer abilities. Oof. Took a big hit there. Wait, treasure. Oh, Alphino was right underneath me. I was like, where's Alphino at? Oh, what strange happenstance has some misfortune befell this vessel? Apologies, friends. It seems you're taking the long way around. Ah, such cheek. We'll have to find another route. Alright, well, let's go. Can you still see them in a sense? No. They done took off. Dang, Thancred. I see how it is. Whoa, that's cool. What is going on? They copied our forms. I can't break it. So many of their attacks I can't, like, interrupt. I've been noticing that. Alright, let's give. Okay, no treasure. Cool. Okay, second boss. We get to hear that nice epic music again. What the heck is that? Drowsy? Oh, it looks cute. We can't simply sneak by, can we? Not likely. Alright, we'll go in for it. Drowsy dance. Now they're coming from below. He's dancing. Is he watering the seeds? I don't know. Is that something we need to watch out for? Yeah, obviously. Yep. Drowsy dance invigorates the roots. Look out, they're getting bigger now. Okay, watch where they're facing. Sneeze.
Now I'll show you.
Oh no, he's spitting. Ew, he spat out something. The mimics before them. Okay. copied us again? Whatever, just smash them. Alright. You know, I noticed Krile is not a limit break hog like Estinian and Alize. She actually waited and not even using the limit break. Okay, I kind of had a feeling. Okay, we're gonna need a run.
Now I'll show you.
All right, finish with a limit break? Yeah. Another victory for us. Out of the tunnels we go. I actually do like this battle theme. The boss theme, the mid-boss theme, it's really good, but I don't think it's as good as the last expansion. Like, Endwalker's mid-boss theme is still my favorite. But I do like how epic this one is. We've emerged somewhere upriver. Then let's press on. Some dead girls. These creatures were killed? Some territorial dispute? Whoa, look at those guys. Single targeting. Oh shoot, it's Eureka Ulthros again. Alright, Dine, you have yourself a good night. Yeah, I appreciate you coming by. Take it easy out there and have a great weekend. Glad you enjoyed it. That is one big ugly thing. Gods below, what was that? Some species of Valken? I have no idea, but that was definitely one ugly looking thing. max out. What the heck, are those eyeballs? Oh no. I was like, them things look like eyeballs. That's ugly. Oh, I already possessed the necklace, okay. Oh yeah, this is boss right here. Oh, this is the boss? Apex Predator Apollyon. It's ugly. Okay, this is the boss theme. It's a Valken we saw earlier. My axe is for a giant boot. Okay. Bats. We've got pumas coming in. They don't seem interested in us. After a rival predator, I assume? It's eating them. Such ferocity. Feeding the beast has strengthened the Polywone's... Oh, okay. Everything is food to this creature. Oh wow, I got so lucky there. Careful, it's much faster now because it's feed. If you take qualities of its prey, okay. Now what? Giant's worms? They were burrowing beneath us. It's one thing after the other. It's feeding again. Its appetite is endless. Whereas is that adapting? Okay. Oh, that's new. And this is why I use the trust system, so I can learn the fight before actually doing it on a roulette. Ooh, I got a vulnerability. Oh, it moves. I see, that's why. Dang it. This is not good. Oh, I got another one. Thought I was probably safe for a little longer. Ah. Limit breaking them. Okay, that's a very interesting dungeon fight. Yeah, definitely a few, because... oh, man. But it was fun. I enjoyed it. It was challenging, but I enjoyed the challenge. I hope Alizé and Aaronville are alright. That's the biggest bug I've ever seen. Well, Koana has gotten ahead of us now. Definitely. But it's okay. What are my goods? Weapon for Red Mage and some chest piece.
This is as far as we can go on foot, it seems. We'll have to head back and see about fixing the boat.
Oh, they finished.
Hey! Everyone all right?
I enjoyed that dungeon. Look forward to doing it with roulettes on with everybody. I was worried we might not catch up to you. Those caverns were traversed with Doug with Yokoi, the search of the remnants of that have been found throughout this region. While I appreciate the lesson, oh wise guide, are we landing this boat anytime soon? Our river journey is almost over. For proof of that, you need only look ahead. The falls were impressive enough from the distance, but it's almost too much. Yes, amazing. Now please let me off. No more boats. Oh, poor girl. Are you? Oh, you're not alright. Should be surprised if she was. Even without the nausea we all been spent. There's a mountain shelter nearby, a resting spot for those who've ascended the stairs. I suggest we make use of it. That would be a welcome respite. Have you the strength for a short walk, Wuk Lamet? We can rest along the way too. Damn it all. The promise is meant to lead from the front, not mull and moan like a sick kitten. Wuk Lamet? Ignore me. It's the nausea talking. I'm fine, really. Lead on. I'll follow. Very well. But if I might say one thing. Just because you're a promise or a claimant for the throne doesn't mean you can't be seen to struggle. You needn't bear this burden alone, so please don't hesitate to talk to us. We're all willing to lend an ear. But Krile, Everyone's allowed to be weak sometimes. Leaning on others is a skill all leaders require. Ooh, I actually like that. Yeah, I gotta go with that second one. You as well, Anthony. I've always believed this is my problem alone, but perhaps you have the right of it. Alright, I'll talk about it. Things. Just give me a moment to collect my thoughts. Of course, as long as you need. We'll be waiting at the shelter when you're ready. I thought they would probably be nearby or something. Nah, we're not returning to town. I was just seeing what you're saying. I've long felt that I could never tell anyone when I was confused or hurting, that admitting to weakness would bring shame to Papa's name. But if you say you're willing to listen, then there are things I'd like to talk about. Come on, let's catch up with the others. Not after I do my job change. It's gonna be on the edge of the universe. What the heck are those? Paper wasps? What the heck? I don't know what's so paper about them. They're strong though. Valiant effort. 117 Southwest. But still down there. You know, I haven't seen any lookout spots. I just realized that. There hasn't been any that I've ran into in a while. I would think that I'll probably see some. This seems a cozy spot for Wuk Lamet to let her guard down. I know it can't be easy for her. Now that I decided to share, I feel so nervous. This side of the region is so different from where Hano lived. The striking colors of vegetation alone. Yeah, that's one thing I did notice, that the environment looks a little different. This place is called Many Fires for the constant stream of peddlers and travelers who make camp here after climbing the stairs. Okay. Well, let me attune to this. Or tune. Why do I say attuned every time? It's attuning. Alright, Alphino. What's up? We should stop here for the night. I understand the desire to rush ahead, but we need to recuperate from our punishing river adventure. Then let's settle in. We'll need a campfire, and there's meals preparations to be done.
I've been meaning to ask, but how does one become the adopted child of the Dawnservent?
I was but a ball of fuzz at the time, so I don't remember much. My earliest memories are of life in the palace. All I know is that I was born in Ikbrash, a village in Yaktel. But I've never bothered to return there. As far as I'm concerned, Ulul Jaja is my only parent.
I quite understand. I have no memories of my birth parents either. For a while, I wanted to learn who they were. But over time, that curiosity waned. Galuf was my dear grandfather, and he was all I needed.
So our situations were quite similar. Even though Papa already had a trueborn son, he raised me and Kona with no less love. One time, I'd wandered off alone into the forest and gotten lost. Before I became a meal for some beast, Papa dropped everything and came to my rescue. I was scared and sobbing and ready for a scolding, but the head of resolve praised me for surviving the ordeal. I did get my lecture from the head of reason, though. He went on and on about the dangers of the jungle and all the horrible ways I could have died. Growing up, Papa was kind and patient, but a tyrant when it came to training. Now, of course, I realize he was preparing me for my duties as a promise. For all the good it did. There's so much I failed to learn about my own country. Whether it's alpacas or Ihihana, I hardly know anything. I've lived such a sheltered life, yet convinced myself I understood Tural and its people. I don't have Kona's education, or Zoralja's strength. I'm all bluff and bravado, not fit to bear my title.
Didn't we already say that? I feel like we already have said this. You can't measure your worth by the success of others. Why do you want the throne? Yeah, I guess I should ask that.
Why? Because my father built a nation where everyone can live in peace, and I want to keep it that way. I think I see what you're saying. My reasons for joining the contest have nothing to do with my brothers. It's always been about the Turali and what I can do for them.
You said it yourself. How important it is to properly know something. To hear the voices of others, empathize with how they feel, and think how best to serve. In so doing, you'll come ever closer to being the person you wish to be.
I'm sorry, everyone. I've been a fool. From this moment on, I'll stop trying to be the promise I'm not. I won't feign strength to hide my weaknesses. Step by step, I'll learn all there is to know and love about Tulihyolal and my fellow Turali. It might not be the smoothest path, but it'll be a path of my own making. I will find the City of Gold for all of us, along with the answers you seek about your grandfather, Krile. I swear.
I appreciate it, Wuk Lamet, but you needn't take on that burden as well. Galuf Baldessian dedicated his life to protecting people from all manner of threats. As his granddaughter, I wouldn't wish to endanger others for the sake of a personal investigation. So let's just concentrate on winning the contest. We have a shared goal, and, if at all possible, I'd rather we enjoy the journey.
I agree.
Hear, hear. We are companions on the same road, bound for the same destination. With our combined talents, nothing will stop us from reaching the Golden City.
Thank you. Thank you all. I am proud to call you my friends.
Meanwhile, in the second promised camp, hey, okay.
Thank you. Thank you all. I am proud to call you my friends.
They seem to be enjoying themselves. Are you sure you don't want to go and say a word to your sister?
Nay, there is no need for that. But what of you two? Wuk Lamet's allies are your comrades. It must feel strange to be rivals.
Helping you has made us rivals, aye, but we're not about to break into fisticuffs over it. Unless, of course, it is a matter of winning or losing the contest. Then I'll have no qualms about putting Alizé on her rear.
Despite our long history, never have I been given the chance to test myself against our companions. The thought stirreth within me a most unexpected sense of competition.
Dinzy, don't. We are loving Alizé here, not hating.
Lamachi has surrounded herself with distinguished figures indeed. One of the Studium's finest graduates, the head of the students of Baldessian. And then, there's Eorzea's vaunted champion. If he's half the hero you say, then the odds are stacked against us. Not that I've any intention of bowing out. Our time in Urkelpacha only served to strengthen my resolve. We saw how a single storm cut off the alpaca roots and threw my people's lives into disarray. Such uncertainties are why I advocate for the adoption of Sharlayan innovations, that Tulihyolal might know greater stability and prosperity. Our nation can change for the better, and I will be the man to change it.
Well, it's a start. I imagine your experiences on this journey, all the things you'll hear and feel and think, will help you refine that approach. But to return to the subject of the rite, I'm a touch concerned by the condition for victory. The claimant who breaks the seal becomes Dawnservent, not the one who performed the 7 feats first.
The would-be victor need only possess the 7 keystones.
That is correct. As the contest wears on, we must brace ourselves for greater conflict.
So yeah, we definitely are going to be fighting one another. Meanwhile, again with the first promise. Oh, okay. I was not expecting this one.
Your rivals still lag behind. The second and third promise may have recruited competent lackeys, but none compared to you. How can they hope to compete with the resilient sun? The only child ever sired by a two-head. Only the ignorant or foolish could fail to see that you were born to be Dawnservent.
Such titles mean nothing.
I neglected to mention. When I first heard the rumors that the contest involved the Golden City, I spoke in confidence with Gulul Jaja's inner circle. They all agreed on one thing. Whoever reaches the City of Gold will attain a power so great, it can dictate the course of history. If this power truly exists, then I humbly beg a fair share of it.
Power hungry, are we?
Time is passing, and I would put my plans in motion without delay. The useless tool is cast aside after all. And just so there is no misunderstanding, you consent to this course, no matter who is made to suffer.
In battle, everyone bleeds. The Dawn's promise is no exception.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely theory crafting and taking notes right now.
What better lesson to teach our people the folly of war?
Earlier, with Bokul Jaja, oh lordy.
I was hoping for a good scrap, but this bloated sack of bile was no challenge at all.
I wonder if the house cat is dead yet.
Be a shame to lose a plaything, but we'd still have 2 more.
If I may ask, Chosen One, what are your plans for Tuliyollal after you take the throne?
Plans? What makes you think we care about all that?
We care only about the contest and proving our superiority.
That would surely please Mother and Father.
Yes, and when we become Dawnservent, we'll drive out the weakling masses and invite our kin to live in the city.
Fine idea! Our family deserves better than that rotten jungle. But do it then. We must catch up to that one-headed pretender and remind him of the natural order.
I made it.
I thought we were missing someone. Where have you been?
Oh, I feared I was done for when I fell from the boat. Yet somehow I made it. Oh, my arms, I can barely lift them. If I could just rest a moment.
You expect us to wait for you? Those who can't keep up will be left behind.
Figured.
My brother has spoken. March, or be fodder for the beasts.
But I followed the teachings. Everything I've done, everything I've sacrificed, all has been for the blessed seedlings. Wait. Don't leave me behind! I'm begging you!
Dang. Well, you chose the wrong side, buddy. Definitely chose the wrong side. I also like how so many of the characters know how much of a threat we are in this expansion. I like that. I'm glad we could take a moment to talk things through. Wuk Lamet seems much happier for that. It is good to see Wuk Lamet more sure of herself. I agree. It doesn't matter if Wuk Lamet's scared of alpacas or gets sick on boats. It doesn't change who she is and what she means to people. I have some small experience with the pressures of leadership and crumbling beneath its weight. As you well know, if anything good can be said to have come with my failures, I hope it's my capacity to help others avoid similar mistakes. Yeah, I remember the Crystal Braves. Let me give Sage some of this love, this experience. Being able to say those things has brought me such relief. It's like a stone has been lifted off my chest and I can take a full breath of air. I don't want to encumber myself like that again. I want to be better. Will be better. For myself and for my people. I'm ready to move on. I said we got like 30 more minutes. Umbrella is concerned about dangers on the road. The Moblin settlement of Earthenshire is not far from here, but be warned, the road will be taken as a favored hunting ground for bandits. With the stairs currently impassable, there'll be fewer travelers, meaning the brigands will be desperate for victims to ambush. Although considering present company, I suppose my concern is unwarranted. Yeah. Bandits on the road? What have Zorojah and the Landsguard been doing? Seems it's up to me to restore order to the area. And off she goes again. For now, we'll head west and aim for the bank of the second river. London Bridge is falling down. Okay, well, we are heading west, so let's get to it. Widowmaker. Dang. That sounds pretty sad. Guess I could fight one of these Widowmakers real quick. Nice. Alright, I can talk to them first, and then I can go for that ether current, because it's not too far away. Actually, it's just right over there. Oh, I see. This is a river which feeds a waterfall above Okohano. I felt eyes on us several times as we made our way here, though they soon seemed to lose interest. Again and again, I was struck by the majesty of the falls, and it's difficult to comprehend the sheer volume of water this natural wonder. The bandits' lair is said to be somewhere near here, but I prefer we avoid seeking out trouble. Well, where are these bandits? Apparently they're not foolish enough to attack a party of this size. Earthenshire is just a little further ahead of the opposite bank of the Maya Zoma, but let's remain vigilant all the same. Okay? Alright, let me grab this ether current. $255 south, alrighty. Well, I'm not gonna worry about it right now, so let's keep it moving. That's different. Wait, these are where the Moblins live. Okay, but very interesting structure that they have here. Not another claimant in sight. Does that mean we are ahead of or behind? Even as the Hano culture is distinct from the Vano, Moblin society has developed quite differently to that of their goblin Peasants. Goodness me, it's like the entire village is made of pottery. I was thinking the exact same thing. This is Earthenshire. I was literally thinking the same thing. It was all like, this is a pot, and it used to be like a giant pot or something, and it broke, and they decided to make their houses into more pots. Okay, this is it, the village where the Lay of Pots from the Toliolal saga took place. Earthenshire, Edelshire. Might the similarity be a cultural inclination, I wonder? The settlements themselves couldn't be more different though. This shire appears custom built to resemble pots, while the other is a repurposed town, right? Welcome to the Earthenshire. Do I have the pleasure of happy greeting the third promise in her retinue? That's us. We're looking for the Dawnservent Elector, if you happen to know who that is. You're exchanging tongue flaps with her right now. Ready Rock is the Elector you seek. Oh, that's helpful. We can cut straight to performing the feat. As much as Ready Rock would like to do just that, we have much more pressing worry. The storm which hit our village shattered the cliffs and dropped rocks on our brain cases. Many help hands for the pot sworn were injured. This is no time for feats or mantle tests. I mean, I think you can knock two things out at once. We did it with the Hano Hano. I'm sorry to hear that. After learning what the storm did to the stairs, I feared you'd been caught in its path. Not to change the subject, but what are the Potsworn? Goldsmiths contracted to work for the Moblins. The word comes from the pot-like workshops where they practice their craft. The Moblins provide these Potsworn with tools, materials, living quarters, everything the artisans could possibly need. This allows them to concentrate on producing what is widely known as the finest gold and metalwork in Krile. Aaronville is basically a Pokédex with bunny ears. I could definitely see that. This is unacceptable. I was promised no distractions. If this is the best they can offer, I should never have left what you makey. Well, that was very interesting. You see, the Potsworn desert us. Without enough healthy help hands, we are failing to uphold our side of the pot pact. Should all our Potsworn leave, Earthshire will grind to a halt. We have to do something, and do it soon. Cutter? Then let us stand in for the injured helpers. It would give me the chance to learn more about your people and your village, and if it brings us closer to beginning the feat, then all the better. This isn't strictly part of the contest, so don't feel obligated to join in. Take a rest while you can. I could use a nap. You know what? I could use a nap. We'll help out. I was hoping you'll say that. I actually wasn't sure if I could do this on my own. Well, I'll help. I thought any of us could just sit around and watch. That sound. It sounds like it's choking or something. We'll take every help hand we can get. Red Rock's truth swears that once the Potsworn have their perfect workshops again, we'll commence the feat with all haste. You said you on the toilet? You and the third province can assist the help hand Rock. Rocco Rock. Okay. The other four follow Ready Rock. They're and other help hands in need of hand lending. Okay. I really appreciate you pitching in. Well, I couldn't leave you behind, but I could really use a nap. I meant what I said at many fires. There'll be no more feigning strength. No more playing at being an invincible promise. If there's one thing I've learned on this journey, it's how practiced you are at aiding those in need. And I mean to make the most of having such an incredible mentor at my side. Oh yeah, sure, no problem. Now, let us find this Rocco Rock fellow and see what we could do for him. Oh, is this a level... Yeah, it's a level 92 dungeon. Alright, not dungeon, but quest. Okay, I'll give it to... Oh, I can't even give it a Gunbreaker. Oh no. That's okay. We'll continue on with Viper then. And I will try to level up my other jobs later. I think I found our help hand. First, we'll solve this problem for the moblins. Then we'll see about completing their feat. Their feet. I think that was the sound that they were making. Rocco Rock can't meet his obligations without more help hands. The pot pact is broken, and the pots are empty. That sounds like... Sounds like grapefruit, macaroni in a pot. You come to aid Rocco Rock. Rocco Rock accepts your hand lending with joyous Phil's smiles. If we can offer the Potsworn their promised good living, we might save the day yet. Whatever you need. What Rock needs is for new help hands to create good living for Potsworn Kai? The help hand assigned to Kai was hurt during the rock rain, so Rocco Rock took over, but he knows nothing Kai. What does Kai want? What does Kai need? Help hands did not bother the Potsworn with straight tasks. Our job is to observe and anticipate, to prepare things and guess think. Please guess think with Rock. Find out what Kai is lacking so we can provide it. You can count on us. London Bridge is falling down. This is where Kai works, is it? Let's take a peek inside then. Oh, it's so hot. Well, must be, that must be Kai. I'd be a lot quicker if we could just talk to him, but that's not the way they do things around here, apparently. We'll have to leave him be and try our hand at some guest thing. Inspect the workshop. You may... Okay. It's so hot. It must be boiling sitting so close to the furnace, and there's no airflow to speak of. How could anyone work in that stifling heat? Well, he has no shortage of crafting materials. There must be something else he's missing. That looked pretty good, actually. He barely touched his meal. That dish is meant to be eaten hot, or it loses its savor. looking at you. Those tools are looking pretty worn down. Maybe it's time for some new ones. Alright, after taking a good look, I think I have an idea of what things Quiche might want to improve his working condition. Let's head back outside and talk to Rocco Rock. Come on, let's share what we observed. You made your observations? What did you guys think? First off, I've noticed Kai hasn't touched his food. An empty belly can't be good for his concentration. Maybe the cooking isn't to his liking? But our food is very mouth-pleasing. Why wouldn't he want to eat it? But Rocco Rock is sure of nothing when it comes to Quiche's taste. I can help with that. My brother Kona is also a Hetsaru. And while everyone has their personal preferences, there are some they tend to share. Like an aversion to piping hot dishes. If it was brought to him like that, Kai probably wouldn't have been able to eat until it's cooled down. And by the time he came back to it, it might have found it cold and unappetizing. Dino nugs and mouth-pleasing. The simplest solution is to serve dishes that taste good no matter the temperature. Rocco Rock never would have thought of that. Would the third promise mind explaining these things to our cook? Not at all. But I think that was the only reason Key couldn't concentrate. The homeland is hot and dry, but even Key seemed to be suffering in front of that furnace. Is there any way you could cool down the workshop? Oh, we could try a drafting shard. They make a lovely breeze. Do you know where we can get one of those? You can gather them from the Souls of No Return. Whoa, that sounds pretty pleasing. There are many old boats there, abandoned by those who gave up on their search for the Golden City. So we salvage them from the wrecks. Could you handle that for us, Anthony? Sure, I'll do my best. Oh, and one more thing. From what I could tell, each files and saws and things were all very worn down. Maybe a new set of tools is in order. Rocco Rock was too preoccupied with stock and materials, a serious oversight which he will rectify. Simply supplying good tools for a good living is a help hand's responsibility. Then we all have the work to do. We can meet back here when our task is done. The Souls of Return are past the Craigs through the tunnel southeast of here. You should be able to spot the passage from just outside the village. Alright, thank you. I'll take care of it. Northwest, so we kind of head in that direction. Kind of. Alrighty, Rock. This is no time for metal tests. The help hands are frantic. The packs are being held up. Okay. My mouth is getting dried from doing a lot of reading, not gonna lie. I'm being reminded of like the first time I was doing a lot of this reading with MSQ and all that. And whoof. Definitely bringing back memories. Oh wow, I wasn't expecting you to. You're Anthony, aren't you? What brings you out here? An issue with the caring for the Potsworn. When they approached me with the same problem, I suggested they commission artisans in Charlian instead. The quality of craftsmanship would be guaranteed after all. However, the Moblins did not care for the idea. Surely it would be more effective to engage in a uniformly trained collective. I cannot understand their fixation on individual contracts. Perhaps the customs will make more sense once we begin the feat of pots. Until then, we've been deemed unfit to assist in the matter of help hands, and are instead tasked with tending the injured. We were on our way back from procuring herbs for Yanje, in fact. Settlements in Kazumauka, too, have been isolated by the storm's destruction. What would have become of the wounded and we not found a way here? Should I become Dawnservent, one of my first acts will be to establish reliable trade routes to the capital, when I imagine how much good we can achieve with Charlian technology. I don't think he's understanding everything that's going on, and Thancred is kind of like, you sure about that, bud? My apologies, I have much to consider. If you will excuse us. We'll meet again soon, I'm sure. Take care, Anthony. You too, Thancred. He spotted a tunnel opening. Head through the passage of Shoals of No Return and recover the drafty shard. Alright, well, let's get going. Might be able to go through this tunnel. What did I end up finding? Alright. I shall take you. And I know some of these quests that they have also have ether currents, so I'm gonna have to do that. Oh, that's a really cool looking structure on this side. I feel like this is meant to be something at some point. Looks interesting though. Yeah, leave me alone, you tomato con or ton, whatever way. Cracked chisel. Am I heading the right place? This looks like a total different thing. Yeah, this is like a town. Don't need to be in this town. Yeah, I went too deep in. That's okay, we did a little fate and that was fine. Gained some levels. Ooh, pretty. Ah, this is very beautiful. So beautiful. There's a Marlboro. Definitely gonna go fight that Marlboro after this. But that was too fast. I didn't even need to get in my burst phase. This crystalline shard is faintly warm to the touch. It does not appear to be a wind crystal you seek. Well, you can kind of look at it and know it's not a wind crystal. Oh, bright green? Yeah, that's definitely a wind crystal. Now, this crystalline shard emits a smoothing whisper of wind. It seems you found the crystal of Rock sent you to salvage. Yep. I guess we could just like teleport back. Be easier. Is that a cool breeze Rock feels? Yep, here you go. Yes, thank you for finding a drafty shard. Rock will add it to the new set of tools he brought. And I came bearing good food tidings. The cook has prepared a feast for the most discerning Hatsero. It's on its way as we speak. Let's go in and see what Krile thinks of our efforts. Oh, he's eating it up, whatever it is. I was wondering what occasion called for me to receive so many visitors. A fine meal, new tools, and a welcome source of cool air. Now I remember why I assigned a pot pack. I'm grateful for your kind considerations. Allow me a moment or two, and I'll recuperate with a piece of worthy of potsworn. An oil lamp to brighten the halls of Balakshuna. The craftsmanship satisfies Earthenshire's reputation for quality, I trust. Such luster, such brilliance, truly a gift fit for the Dawnservent. I'm glad you like it. Considering the time I wasted till now, I hope to continue crafting at this improved pace. I have a contract to fulfill after all. Forgive my interruption. Lamenti, I'm told the Elector has deemed the crisis past and is prepared to task us with defeat. That's great news. Thank you for letting me know. So this is the craft of the potsworn. It is indeed a masterful piece. Thank you for your words of praise, Second Promise. I drew inspiration from Kazuma Oka's natural beauty and sought to capture it in my work. I wonder why the Moblins did not simply build a workshop in the city, and now I have my answer. Even Sharlayan's goldsmiths could not easily replicate such exquisite artistry. One cannot create great things if one lacks creative impetus. Tuilo Lao unfortunately does not want for inspiration. Anyone wishing to learn the basics of a craft would do well to understand and study it there. I was raised among Hatsaro, more traditional than most, and the shared ingenuity of Taral's various people was eye-opening. You lived as a traditional Hatsaro? I have few fond memories of nomadic life. Now my workspace is just the way I like it, and the inspiration oozing from every pore. Think the lantern was nice? I just wait until my next masterpiece. Okay. Oh, I see other people working here now. With that, I could forget that time. I tried serving a dish we prepared for a cache, and it was so good I had the second helping. Wait, why is Nobu in here? It's okay. Rocco Rocca is very grateful to you. I thank you for both hard work and clever guessing. When it comes to help handing, knowing the potsworn really is important. Well, that's true for the pretty much everyone you meet. It's a lesson I've had drummed into me several times already on this journey. Rockarot will see that potsworn Pash's luscious oil lamp is delivered to the palace at once. Okay? Alrighty. I think this is a good spot to go ahead and close things off. We ran for a good while here today, and we made several progress. I was wanting to try to at least reach the dungeon and all that. And I think we're probably going to be getting pretty good far distance the next time we pretty much stream this. So thanks everyone for coming in and joining me here. I'm going to be probably doing a few things off stream as well. So what I'm going to end up doing is most likely going to be trying to go and get some ether currents and working on some side quest stuff, even blue quest stuff that probably have ether currents. So